Hello, everyone. I'm Mr. Macabre, and welcome back to my movie library. I know this is going to be, I think you already know what kind of video this is going to be, you know from the title, but since this is going to be more of a music video, I thought, I would still go ahead and include it because I just got done sleeving all my vinyl records, getting ready to put them back on the shelf. And in case if you're curious, the ones I used, the protective outer record sleeves is from EVO. I believe that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, so still got quite a few left, but these are the ones I used. And I just thought I would go ahead. You know what? Since the majority of my vinyl collection is pretty much just soundtracks for the most part, I got some comedy albums and some stuff. My buddy Glenn at BDG Reviews, I could only imagine what his record collection looks like. I think his is probably infinitely bigger than what I have, but still, I'm proud of what I've got. And like I said, yeah, even though mostly it's soundtracks, I still have other stuff, and that is something that I'm, really looking forward to trying to work on later. Is trying to build up my vinyl collection. So, but anyway, so let's go ahead and we'll look into it, or we'll get into it. But normally I would go from A to Z, but in this case, it's just kind of the way they're stacked right here. I figure if you don't mind, we'll go from Z to A instead. Just it's just the way I have them set up here. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and we'll get started. First up, we have Zombie from Goblin. Yeah, beautiful. What nice, beautiful new sleeves. This is gorgeous. I love the way there's beautiful, crisp, clean look. Actually, this is really the Goblin soundtrack for Dawn of the Dead, the original George Romero Dawn of the Dead, and but still, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've noticed that though. Like nowadays with the soundtracks, when they put out soundtracks for Italian movies, now they don't. Most of the time, they don't really use the English title of the movie. Now, a lot of times, more often than not, they use, whether it's Italian or German or something like that, they use, that title instead. And over in Italy, this was released as Zombie. So, but anyway, so yeah, I'm not gonna take all these out and show them off. That would just take forever. But let me know in the comments if you ever, you see something in here, you ever want me to go more in depth on. I can maybe do another video and, show you the ins and outs. Anyway, so here we go. So yeah, technically it's Dawn of the Dead, but Zombie by Goblin. Okay, and this one here, this is technically a movie soundtrack. We have AC/DC, Who Made Who. For you know that this album is actually the soundtrack for Stephen King's movie Maximum Overdrive. Great record, great songs, fun movie. That's the thing, I was like, I know Stephen King has come to hate Maximum Overdrive over the years, and he's really he's really turned his back on it and stuff like that. But honestly, Maximum Overdrive has come out to be one of the most fun movies to come out of the '80s, and and definitely one of the most beloved soundtracks. So yeah, so this is cool. Yeah, I got this as a gift from my brother. So most of these were given to me as gifts. So, but anyway, so yeah, there we go. AC/DC, Who Made Who. Technically, Maximum Overdrive soundtrack. This one here got a really good deal on this, and here we go. This is the original soundtrack album of The Wizard of Oz, Judy Garland. It's amazing, I was like, wow. The only thing wrong with it is just like you can see there, that's kind of like it's a little bent there, but other than that, it's in great condition. I was surprised. I got this for $5, $4.99. That's what I paid for this. Brought it home, put it on the had to wipe off some dust, but once I started playing it, it was amazing. It sounded great. I have this on CD as well, but I couldn't pass this up. I just felt like Wizard of Oz is a great movie, great soundtrack. Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Come on, one of the greatest songs ever written. So there we go. Yeah, The Wizard of Oz. Okay, this here got the Rob Zombie Presents line. This is awesome here. I love these albums. We have White Zombie. As far as like these Rob Zombie Presents goes, as far as I know, the only one that I'm missing right now is The Last Man on Earth. So I just got in House on Haunted Hill. I'll show you that one in a minute. But here we go. White Zombie. Bela Lugosi. Which obviously, you know, Rob took the name of the movie for his band, White Zombie. Just giving it a second, so hopefully you can read the track list on there. But anyway, so yeah, awesome. You know, beautiful, beautiful restoration on the music and everything. So yeah, White Zombie, really cool. This one here, hang on, this is another one I got for $4.99. Now I thought this is amazing. You know, I was always just fascinated by this, and to find the record in such great condition, but I found The War of the Worlds, Orson Welles, in the Mercury Theater, the broadcast version of War of the Worlds. The record that, you know, one Halloween night back in the day really just put the whole world into a moral panic, you know. And this is this has that broadcast on there. I mean, it's kind of funny because you listen to it now, you think like, wow, people way back in the day were pretty easily scared by stuff, but still, you know, just the whole history of this, you know, this broadcast and everything else. And you know, I just thought that was, you know, that was an amazing thing. I love it. So anyway, so yeah, for $5, and like I said, it was practically in brand new condition when I bought it. And it looks so much nicer now that I put it in nice clean sleeve. So there we go. The War of the Worlds. This one here, pretty cool. This is fun if you put it on around Halloween time. We have The Vampire and the Harpsichord. So I like that it says Draculon lives, but it's actually Lon Chaney from the Lost movie. Was it London After Midnight, where he played a vampire? Yeah, just found this for a good deal, and you can see it's got a little wear and tear on it, but still, the record's in good condition. That's the important thing. So yeah. So anyway, so there you go. Vampire and the Harpsichord. This here, I could not believe the deal I got on this one. I think I only paid like $12.49 for it, but I'll take it. We have the soundtrack for 2000 Maniacs. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to show this for very long. It's pretty graphic, but there you go. I guess if I did have to pick a Herschell Gordon Lewis movie that I thought was my favorite, yeah, I'd probably have to maybe go with 2000 Maniacs. I just like the premise of it. So, but yeah, I better not hold that one up too long. This one here, I cannot believe I got for $8, and you know, it's got a little wear and tear on the cover, but still, the record is in great shape and it plays great, and that is Twilight Zone, the movie. Jerry Goldsmith. Yeah, I believe it's Jerry Goldsmith. Yeah, Jerry Goldsmith. So, I cannot believe the deal I got on this. Like I said, yeah, you can see the ring there and stuff. You can see it's got a little wear and tear on the cover, but, you know, still. Who is it? Joe Dante, John Landis, George Miller, Steven Spielberg. Always liked. I do, of course, I do regret the tragedy surrounding Twilight Zone, the movie, obviously, but, I always liked the movie, and I used to watch it all the time as a kid, so, but, yeah, I just thought this was great, this was a good deal. So, yep, Twilight Zone, the movie. Here we go. Definitely one of the best movie soundtracks from the 80s. I used to have this. Then the record, just, the cover, everything fell apart. And my brother rebought this for me. I believe it was a birthday gift. Or maybe it's Christmas. I couldn't remember. It was a birthday or Christmas one. Top Gun. Great soundtrack, Really, really cool. Yeah. It was kind of funny. I remember when I was a kid, my dad was like, don't buy that because, I want to get it. And yeah, I got to it before he did. But anyway, so yeah, great songs on here. Danger Zone. Mighty Wings, Take My Breath Away. Of course, the anthem, Top Gun anthem, Playing with the Boys, you know. So yeah, so great soundtrack, great songs on there. So Top Gun. I say this may wind up being more than one video. So yeah, this year I got this not last Christmas, but the Christmas before. I could not believe my brother was actually able to get this for me, but we got The Thing. One of the greatest soundtracks in the world, Ennio Morricone. For years, I was always jealous. I have this on CD, but for years, I was always jealous that my brother had the original, like, he still got it. The original, like, vinyl soundtrack and everything else. And then to get this, you know, this is awesome. Love this. You know, one of the greatest soundtracks of all time, The Thing. Can't go without it. All right. Excuse me. Okay, unfortunately, I have the other version, the Jerry Lambert score on CD. I didn't get the vinyl, but my brother got me this for Christmas too, and this is another one that I had for years until it just basically wore down. Some really good songs on here. This is a really good album. Good movie. Strange Things Happen. Goo Goo Muck, which, boy, you want to talk about being shocked, was when, when I was watching Wednesday on Netflix, and then, Wednesday is dancing to the song Goo Goo Muck, and I was like, what? Holy cow. But I always remembered it from this movie. No One Lives Forever, Oingo Boingo. It's like, damn, some really good songs. I always love this album. And it's nice to get it back again. Always bothered me that they never reissued this like on a CD or anything like that. I don't know if it's just, like music rights or what, but anyway, so yeah, really glad to have it. Even if it was bought, had to buy it again. My brother bought it for me. But so anyway, so yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. Love that soundtrack. This one here, this is a fun one. Got this one. This is fun for around Halloween time. This is a story of Dracula, the Wolfman, and Frankenstein. It is a book and record. So it's kind of fun. You could listen to it, and you got the book so you could follow along. Got a really great deal on this. You can see a little bit of wear on the cover there, but still, aside from that, it's awesome. It's fun. Like I said, this is just something cool, you want to put on around Halloween time. It's amazing. So there we go. Yep. Okay, we're going to get into some Steve Martin albums. Love Steve Martin as a comedian. So, yeah, got a lot of his albums on vinyl. So, first one we have is A Wild and Crazy Guy. This is one. Yeah, this is with his song, King Tut. Most of these, I could not believe what a great deal I got some of these albums for. But yeah, Steve Martin, he's hilarious. Man. Wild Crazy Guy, An Expose, Cat Handcuffs, Yeah, this is really good. So we got this one. We got another one, Let's Get Small. So, man. Yeah, his small smoking, one way to leave your lover, my mother. Yeah. This is so cool. Like I said, I managed to find these for a damn steal. Some of these are really funny. Really good. Great. The records are in really good condition. There's maybe a little bit of wear up there, but still cool. Happy having it. Sorry. Ugh. Sorry, just this couch really isn't the most comfortable in the world. So we have this one here. Steve Martin, Comedy Is Not Pretty. This is one I've listened to quite a few times. Let's see here. Where's a good one? Cruel Shoes, Comedy Is Not Pretty. Jackie O and Farrah Fawcett, You Can Be a Millionaire. You can be a millionaire. First off, get $1 million. Yeah, this is cool. He doesn't, I think a lot of people are like, yeah, Steve Martin, handsome guy, not so much as a woman though, but anyway, Comedy Is Not Pretty. And then we got this one here, the Steve Martin Brothers. It's kind of funny on the other side there. I guess he's trying to go for something like a Chris Christopherson kind of a thing, I guess. But anyway, so. Alright, we got those. Now, here we go. We got another one from the Rob Zombie Presents line. This is really cool. This is Spider Baby. Definitely a great one you want to put on around Halloween time. Of course, you know, with Rob Zombie's records, you know, that's kind of the idea is you're supposed to want to put them on around Halloween time. Look at all the music on there, though. The late, great Sid Haig. It's like I've seen Spider Baby a few times. It's like I'm kind of surprised they were actually able to get that much music out of it, but oh well. So there we go. Yeah, Spider Baby, that's cool. This one is kind of weird. This is going to be weird, folks. I'm not really a fan of this movie, but I love the soundtrack. I don't know. It is Saturday Night Fever. I love the songs, you know, I love the music on here. The Bee Gees stuff is great, but damn, Jive Talking, Night Fever, More Than a Woman, you know, I was like, amazing songs, but I don't know why. I'm not keen on the movie. I don't know. To me, the movie is just kind of really corny. And, you know, sorry to anybody who's fans of the movie, but just, you know, I mean, I love the music. I'm just not a fan of the movie, you know, just like some of the lines in there, you know, like you got John Travolta, you know, like, you know, my hair, I work on my hair all day and you mess with it. You know, Daddy, don't you understand? I got a raise. That means I'm good enough. You know, I was like, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I just thought it was kind of interesting. It was like, yeah, not a big fan of the movie, but I love the music for Saturday Night Fever. You know, no offense, kind of feel that way about Dirty Dancing. Dirty Dancing, just not my kind of movie, but I love the music in it. Great songs. This one here, I almost didn't get because my brother confessed he was about ready to just, you know, keep this for himself. So I'm very lucky I got it. But Salem's Lot, how cool is that? Look at that. That is gorgeous artwork. Salem's Lot is arguably my all-time favorite. The 1979 Tobe Hooper miniseries for Salem's Lot is arguably my all-time favorite vampire movie. So, look at how much music you get on there too. So cool. So awesome. I love this. You know, one of my most cherished records, and that having a nice, beautiful sleeve, nice and protected. I'm happy about that. So yeah, Salem's Lot. Look at my time here. Yeah, do a few more, then I'm probably going to have to come back with a part 2. We have another gift from my brother, Return of the Living Dead. Super cool. You know, for a long time there, it's like, you know, yeah, he started buying, you know, I got a record player and he started buying me a bunch of records and stuff like that. For a long time, I was just, you know, downloading music off of my laptop, and you know, I have a big CD collection, you know, and a lot of that I was just, you know, like ripping CDs in my computer and then putting them on my phone and my tablet to listen to. But so I have this, you know, I have multiple versions of this, but to have it on vinyl, I'll definitely take it. Great album. One of my favorite songs on here. You wanna party? It's party time. Burn the Flames. Yeah. So yeah. Return of the Living Dead, amazing. I got this for a good deal. I got it for $5 and then found out, oh, okay, now they're re-releasing these in, you know, 2 record sets. I'm going to try to see if I can get, you know, if nothing else, the first 3, but we have Raiders of the Lost Ark. Always loved John Williams scores for these movies. So happy to have it. You could tell this one's got a little wear and tear on the cover, but still love Raiders of the Lost Ark. Love the Indiana Jones movies, except for Dial of Destiny. That one I can do without. Hell, I'll even take Crystal Skull. I know that's a bold claim, but you know, hell, I'll take Kingdom of the Crystal Skull over Dial of Destiny any day of the week. But Raiders of the Lost Ark, a masterpiece. great masterpiece music as well. Okay, unfortunately, I haven't been able to find Death Proof, but I did find the soundtrack for Planet Terror. The crazy thing is I have the soundtrack for Planet Terror on vinyl, but I have the soundtrack for Death Proof on CD. So that's kind of weird, but I'll try to keep my eyes open. Hopefully one of these days I'll come across Death Proof on vinyl. That way I can have both of them. Really enjoyed seeing Grindhouse at the cinema. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, music by Robert Rodriguez. Yeah, that was a fun movie. Planet Terror was awesome. So, there you go. This here I just got for last Christmas. I think I showed this off in a video earlier, but nice to have it. I have Night of the Living Dead on vinyl. My brother got this for me for Christmas. It was beautiful. I love it. Really appreciate it. So cool to get this. Really happy. Awesome. And look at all that, man. Look at all that music. It amazes me that they're able to actually put that much music on there, but yeah, this is a 2-record set too. So wait. Yeah, 2 records. Night of the Living Dead. I'll go ahead and show this one, then I'll cut it off and we'll come back with a part 2. So this one here, another one I got for $5. I cannot believe how good a condition it was in. And that is National Lampoon's Animal House. Really good album, good songs on here. Louie Louie, Twisting the Night Away, Tossin' and Turnin', Hey Paula. It's like, wow, A Wonderful World, Let's Dance. It's like, how cool is this, man? Damn. And I found it, like I said, this was like $4.99 I got this for, and all I had to do was wipe a little dust and, a couple of smudges off the record, and it was good to go. And it plays beautifully. I played it, and it plays great and everything else. And really good condition. I need to check, but I think I have this on CD as well. But so anyway, how cool is that? Though? Look at that. Like I said, it looks almost brand new. Like I just bought it brand new. So it's amazing how, it's amazing, what these sleeves will do. Just to make your record collection look so much better. All right, so I think, yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave it off there. This is going to be part 1. I'll come back at you with a part 2. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that. If you did enjoy the video, could you please leave a like? And if you haven't already, please go and subscribe to my channel. And that's it. I hope you guys had a great time, and I'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.